Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Would you please let me know whether you can hear me, whether the audio is good in the chat? We trust you're all well. Happy Sunday. Hello, Sandra. Sandra, hello, Yvette. Lots of big shifts this past week. Yes, indeed. A lot of movement. Hello, everyone. If you are here, we're a bit early, but 5 minutes early. Just wanted to check the audio. We believe it should be fine, but just to make assurance, double sure. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Sandra. We appreciate. And Sandra, please let us know, is it Sandra or Sandra? Sandra, if the first one is correct, Sandra. If it's Sandra, number 2. I'm sure you told us when we had our session, but that feels lifetimes ago. Oh, wonderful. Thank you. We trust you are all so well. Thank you for joining us again this week. Thank you for coming through, beautiful beings. We'll just wait a bit longer for a few beings to log on. It is not yet quite 6 p.m. We look forward to what comes through this week, this time. Got myself a bit of a ginger tea. Hope you all have what you need. Tea, if you're waking up, some tea, even coffee, if you need a bit of energy. Water is always a good idea. I've got a bottle of water here. Whenever you do energy work, we definitely suggest some water. Energy work takes quite a bit of water. Oh, hello, Australia, hello. Esther, thank you so much for joining us. We did have a look at the Australian time zone, and we saw it was 2 a.m. We're thinking, woo. So, Esther, if we have a few more beings from Australia, I think we said to source, we have about 10 people from Australia joining us, then we can maybe find a time that suits the Australian beings. We were in Australia once. A few years back, and we remember the times from South Africa and Australia is completely so intense. Hello, Brittany. Hello, Creating Kim. Hi, Kim. Hello from Alaska. Ooh, beautiful. Somebody sent us a picture of the aurora the other day, but we believe they're in Scotland, but they had a beautiful celebration in the sky of the Northern Lights. New Mexico. Hello from New Mexico. Hi, Sandra. We trust we're all well. 7 of us at this time. Ooh, it's a nice number for a coven. Okay. We're just going to settle into the energies. As always, we are just going to tune in and see what is available at this time. We're going to flow with these beautiful live sessions and see what comes through today. We do have our tarot, and we do have crystals and whatever we need should Source wish to weave through us in any specific way. Hi, Emma. So good for you to join us. Thank you for joining us again. Hello. Yesenia Solace. Thank you for joining us. Such a beautiful time. Okay, we believe it is time Yes, it is. Hmm. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dumela Universe Live. Thank you so much for joining us. We are Kemet, and we are so excited to see what comes through at this time. As always, these sessions, we are going to flow with Source. We're simply going to be present and allow whatever to come through to be what we receive. We are not going to direct these sessions. And we are going to bring through the energies that are aligned at this time, right here, right now, and the energies that are affecting or rather impacting the beings who have connected to the live session at this time. And the live session, of course, will be available. We'll upload it should you want to refer back to it, or should something you want to look up something or re-listen. And please note, we do have ads running through this in order just to assist us with a bit of revenue to keep us going. And thank you, each and every single one of you, for your assistance and your support and your just being here with us. It is such a beautiful blessing and an honor for us to be here. Okay. First thing Source would like to speak and bring through is about whole creation, wholeness. The concept of holy. We have mentioned this briefly in the readings, and we actually spoke quite a bit on this topic about 2 years ago. The frequency of whole creation came through quite strongly, and the frequency of wholeness is upon us again at this time, especially these few weeks. We're receiving that the frequency of wholeness anchored in last month and has been gradually, steadily growing and is at a bit of a peak in about 2 weeks. It's it's anchoring and remaining. It's almost going to remain steadily at a peak. It came through, went to a peak, and it's remaining there. Hello, lucky and lovely. Hello, Queen of Yay. Hello, everyone. It's so good to see you all again. Thank you all for coming through. Okay, so yeah, so the frequency of wholeness has come through and would like to speak to us. Okay, thank you. Would like to channel with us. So we are going to connect to wholeness, and wholeness will connect with us and speak through us. And let us see where we go from there. Hmm. 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 Katur talavari kiki azatir talavaries. Kiatos. Kiavek. Ah, kitur. Yavilatur tavakiki kiazatir. Thank you, Kemet, for allowing us to be here. And thank you for allowing us to channel through you so freely. You always allow freedom within your frequency, which is what we truly enjoy. We can just simply be here freely. There's no fear. We enjoy that. And we would all like to allow an understanding to each and every single one of you about our frequency wholeness and what it means to be whole, to be present, to create wholly. In order for you to allow all of you to be, it is a surrendering to your source, a surrendering to your frequency. The control and the management of your frequency and your source through the mind limits you. It puts strain upon your frequency. For now, you have decided specific ways in which your source is to manifest, is to flow, is to become. And these specific ways are also then dependent on other people external from you. So it's very specific ways, specific directions, specific people. It allows too many external variables now to be a part of your alchemy, and it messes and murkies the frequency and the vibrational frequencies and the waters. For you to truly allow yourself the fullest expression of you, is a surrendering to your source core frequency. To do this, you simply are to allow yourself wholeness. What this means is, okay, in this situation, in this space, in this place, in this conversation, in this experience, in this co-creation, wherever you might be alone or with other people, other beings, other frequencies, we are simply going to be whole, in full acceptance and in full attendance. Every single cell is allowed. Every single authentic way of being is allowed. We simply allow all of our presence to be here, to be here, to be full, complete. As within, without. The laws of attraction in this physical realm are incredibly accurate, plain, direct. They do not waver. What you believe is. Whatever you are holding your gaze upon will be. So, should I be whole in this moment? It means everything now needs to meet me at wholeness. The air I breathe, refreshing and clear. And not only that, vibrational. We can now feel the energy and the essence of the air. The trees around. We can feel them now. You can hear the messages, you can hear the whispers. The earth, you can feel it now. Grounded, stable. You can feel the years. You can feel all the beings that have walked upon it. You can feel its truth, its history. The stars are alive. You can feel them now. You can sense them. You can sense everything. Because everything has to now meet you at wholeness. You command everything to be source when you're at source. That is what those ancient scriptures in the various religions were talking about. Holiness. To be holy, one can only meet one in holiness. You are a holy being. You need to be holy before you can enter the temples of holiness, of holy beings. It's simply saying, if you are to now connect to source, you are to be at source. You need to be whole in creation. Thus, in that wholeness, you allow all of you to be. That allowance of all of you to be is an honoring of you, an honoring of your frequency. To honor something is to allow it, is to appreciate it, is to accept it. It's to want it there. It's to encourage it being there. It's a wanting. It's a nurturing. It's a caring. It's a loving. I love each and every single cell. I allow my whole being. I love everything I am so much that I allow it to be, regardless of what everybody else might think. Thus, when you are whole, you allow yourself love. For you allow yourself to be. You're not embarrassed by yourself. You're not ashamed. You're not judging. You're not critiquing. You are not dismissing. You're not suppressing. You're not hiding. You're not enslaving. You are not oppressing. You are allowing. You are celebrating. You're championing. You're your biggest cheerleader. In the space of wholeness, which we are asking you all to be at this time. Hello, everyone. Hello, Camilla. Hello, Johan. In the space of wholeness, it is a bit different from you beings, you beautiful beings who are here to assist humanity awaken. For should you have just been human, in the space of wholeness, you would have been able to tap into the frequencies of earth and align your physical to honor your source. And you would find that your everyday mundane tasks or your work or the physical experiences which are going around now would have an amplified frequency of love. There would be more to assist others. You would find that the earth and the frequencies would work in harmony. Everybody would be allowed to take their place, to take up space. Everyone would have a role. It would be harmony, a peaceful co creation, cohabitation, unity. You beings have that. You allow this. But more so, you then allow your unique frequency from wherever you are from to come in. And that unique frequency overrides your human experience. Because if you were going to draw a pie chart, your human experience is the smallest, thinnest sliver in that pie chart in comparison to everything else you have ever been, everything else you are. This human experience is but a blink in your very, very, very rich, vibrant, dense experiences. And dense not in heavy, as in just so much of you, the volume of you. There's so much to you. So much that most of it or much of it cannot be translated into this realm quite yet. Okay. But enough will be. And that which you are ready to experience in this realm will manifest for you. So, why we, Wholeness, wish to come through and speak to each and every single one of you at this time? We wish to encourage you, as silly or as unrealistic or as whimsical as it might be, to simply be your full self at all times, allowing your whole self to be, even if it is in contrast to the people around you, society, humans in general, the world. You came here to be your unique frequency within the human form in order to free the human form from the conditioning and the enslavement. We didn't come here to stop their being. We didn't come here to disrupt what they are doing. No, no, no. We came here to give them a chance to access moreness, wholeness, should they be ready for it and should they be receptive to it. This isn't to encourage you to, we are not saying to neglect them, and this is not us abandoning them. It is you acknowledging, we didn't come here to disturb how they be. We, in fact, do not judge how they be. The only reason why you judge them now, or you might see what they do and you feel anger or sadness or disappointment in how they destroy and how they are in this realm, is simply because you were born in it, were part of it, and have awakened, remember your truth, and now have the comparison between the destruction and your truth. And that causes what you are feeling. But should you remove yourself and just observe Earth from your highest frequency, you do not judge what they do. You understand, well, they do that because, well, they do not understand Source. They have not aligned with Source within them. It's a very natural progression of things to happen. Should you not be in Source, naturally you'll be destructive and naturally you'll destroy everything. That makes logical sense. It's just the way it is. It doesn't mean we are cold and not caring. It means we are incredibly caring. We wouldn't be here if we wouldn't, right? You wouldn't be here in human form from your own immaculate frequency to assist them should you not care. Of course, you care deeply. You care greatly. It is simply not to take on their destructive nature and their destructive frequencies as your own and then try to find a solution. We wish you to be whole, but whole in your frequency, and remain in that whole, purified space of being, not taking on the distortion, the anger, the sadness, the poverty, the lack. No, for that just drops your frequency, splinters it, and from that point, you can't really assist. But should you be whole, not judging what the humans do, we came here to assist them. We didn't come here to judge them. If you wanted to judge them, you could have judged them from up there in the stars without having to come in the mix. We didn't come all this way just to point fingers at them. Oh no. We came to be your true frequency, your whole frequency. Full, free, happy, clear, in the space of wholeness. Each of you are now going to anchor in your home frequency. This home frequency is very unique to each and every single one of you. It is a powerful frequency because it's a frequency, your own personal frequency, your source frequency is so powerful. It could come into this earth, take on the illusion, heal it, release it, transmute it, and anchor in higher frequency information into this realm. It's imperative you understand how powerful you are. It's imperative you understand how important you are and how divinely perfect you are. You truly are. And yes, Source, we acknowledge that it has been slow. We acknowledge it has been heavy. We acknowledge it has been not an easy thing to wake up amongst beings you thought you were, to realize something doesn't fit, to understand, wait a minute, we're not actually from this place. And then now to release the data and the ways of this place in order for you to remember your full being. That is a monumentous mission. Understand how powerful you are. And allow it. It's not arrogance. You're finally being confident in your soul frequency. We say this over and over again, that each and every single one of you can be confident in your whole expression. For this finally allows what you are wanting to come in. It assists to transmute the frequencies around you. It assists to attract the experiences and opportunities you want. But more importantly, for you personally, not for humans. We are doing all this for humans to free themselves of the illusion, we know, but some of the stuff is also for you. A lot of the stuff is also personally for you. And so that you, unique, powerful being, can witness how your very powerful, beautiful, magnificent, unique source frequency manifests itself in this physical realm. Now, we did this before. Before we came through here in our full power. And when we all did this, we all emerged in our very dynamic, interesting ways. The angelic frequency, they were seen with wings and everything else in between. The centaurs, the unicorns, the gods and goddesses, all of us emerging here on earth in our different ways. The way in which the physical took the shape of our source frequency coding was seen all over the world. And we were all these beautiful beings, magical and mystical and powerful and everything else in between, just as the humans truly are also, should they allow it. And this is what you are doing right now. You are literally allowing yourself, your power, to manifest through a human component in order to free the human frequency into infinite ways of manifesting. A moment, we were just receiving. And also to allow you the opportunity to weave the physical, humans are of the physical, you're of source and source together, and witness how your unique power now manifests through this human body, this human physical vessel, and experience how this human physical vessel evolves and adapts and heals and transitions into a physical form and vessel that is compatible to your core frequency. Not only that, the physical environment around you also changes, not only physically, but the environments change, the places which you gravitate towards change, the information you exchange changes too. And we're not only speaking of communication, we mean energetic information. When you are present, wherever you are, walking in the forest, in a crowd, by the beach, you are communicating with the environment around you. Your presence, your energy, you're communicating. You're literally communicating with everything around you every single time, every single moment. And that communication changes too. For now, you're communicating with everything in this arm from your higher frequency, from your source coding, not from the human perspective, the conditioned human, but from the divine being you are, whether you're a star being, an angelic being, ancient frequency, fairy, elven, higher elf, council, galactic council, wherever you are, we're all from so many different multi-dimensional universes and everything else in between, right? So each of you in your wholeness allow this physical platform to respond to you vibrationally different. The laws of attraction and the laws of creation also work different and unique to you. The manifesting potential also changes and it's different. And you allow yourself to learn this, you allow yourself to integrate this. And this assists you to finally heal everything in this physical realm in a unique way in which your energy will heal it. Healing money, healing education, health, relationships, healing presence, healing everything. Every single thing is healed through your frequency in a very unique way according to your frequency. And the only way for you to allow all of this to run smoothly without interference, be whole, be open, let go. Let go the mind. Be present. Be source. Okay. So that means the way in which things go, usually we release. Yeah, release. Okay. And the timelines, we release those too. Okay. I expected that after a few years, I'd be able to release. Okay. And then if we're together with this person for release. Okay. So nothing to be foreseen, not that way. Sometimes some of you are gifted to be able to foresee things, but those things you are foreseeing isn't for manipulation or direction. It's simply a guide. It's a check-in. It is a healing. It is your ability to go and assist. It's beyond the, oh, now I can direct things to be. Nothing of our core frequency is a manipulation in a sense of directing and taking and abusing, and nothing is efforted and forced. It is a very fluid and effortless resonance, a fluidity. Everything that's happening is simply a product of your being, a product of your experiencing, a product of your existence. Whole creation, you are whole, allowing all of you to be. Now you've anchored the frequency within you. Each of you have. You're all source now in the physical. And now in the space, you allow yourself to be source in every single conversation you have, no matter who it is. You will say your truth, you say what you feel, you bring through your higher frequency every single time. You only do that which aligns with you. You never do that which doesn't align with you, because you never do that to yourself. You love yourself now, finally, and you will not put yourself in reckless places. You will not sacrifice yourself for others. You will not diminish yourself, abandon yourself. You will not make yourself suffer for anybody else. You will not put yourself in places of hurt and injury for no reason, for fun or for adventure. You wouldn't do that for you. Okay, look, we're not saying you can't go and skydive out of a plane. If you feel excited to go and jump out of a plane and parachute, oh, enjoy it. You'll probably find that some of us are right there skydiving with you in the different non physical spaces. Don't be alarmed should you be skydiving if an angel comes and gives you a hug along the way, you know? But you're not going to put yourself in a car where the driver has been drinking all night long to take you to a destination. In the past, yes, when you were young, ooh, when we were unawakened, wee, YOLO. But now it's more, that doesn't feel aligned. We do not wish to do that. It doesn't feel love anymore. We are no longer reckless in that way to ourselves, right? It's a very interesting space to be, where now you can witness yourself anew and witness how protective of your frequency you are now, and how much you respect your frequency. You finally respect who you are. You finally respect your presence and your being. And you finally care for what happens to you in a loving, nurturing way. We, the frequency of wholeness, wish you to allow yourself the wholeness of you, no matter how that might impact the other person, and no matter how it might be for you to discover how you are. Yes, it changes everything. And yes, your experiences will change. And yes, what you thought you were heading for is going to be a completely different direction. We would just like to assure you that as you are whole, everything has to meet you at wholeness. So imagine the abundance at wholeness. Imagine the loving experiences at wholeness, the relationships at wholeness. Imagine living this world where everything you co-create with is whole, stable, rich, full, is source. That means nothing will be a waste of your time or a waste of your energy or a abuse of your time or an abuse of your energy, a neglect of it. Nothing will be that. Everything will honor you fully as source. The contracts and the things you participate in, the things that you are offered in, see you fully, tend to you fully, align to you fully, excite you fully. You are energized and nurtured, rejuvenated. Everything empowers you. Everything empowers you. Everything empowers you as you participate in it, as you experience it. Everything loves you. Everything cares for you as you co create with it, as you just be present with it. As you allow yourself this whole creation, you raise the frequency of earth. For humans do not allow themselves whole creation. Humans allow themselves what they have been told they are. So it is quite the opposite of wholeness, holiness, which is why in the old spiritual scripts of old, humans never saw themselves as holy. Well, they didn't allow themselves whole creation. It was not a concept they were allowed to even consider as an option. Even now, when you perhaps speak to those who you can feel are not awakening, the ones who you feel are human, it's rare for you to bump into them now, but just say in one experience, perhaps a shopping mall where everyone is gathered, you might maybe come across a being or hear a conversation, and you can see how they are still in conversations or experiences that feel so long ago. Things such as racism or sexual differences or all of those energies which for us seem almost trivial. Why would you ever separate yourself from the wholeness you are, right? For us, you beings, a lot of these things that humans get stuck up on and are still arguing, are still defending as rights, even though you feel that's very off to even decide somebody is lesser than you. That doesn't make any sense. But you can tell how those things are still so, for example, Kemet is saying they hardly ever have a conversation now on politics or anything human. Most of their conversations are now off source. So, should they be physical stuff, physical worldly conversations, it's mostly positive about something happening today or some amazing manifestation or experience or something funny. It's present conversations about present experiencings happening now, but it's never about old complaints, old mindsets, and old views. And sometimes he says, they say they remember when they were walking and they were in town in Cape Town. And as they were walking and walking in town in Cape Town, somebody looked at their bag, which is incredibly vibrant and pink. And it was a elderly man. And this elderly man said, "Ooh, Okay, you are a boy. Why do you wear pink? And Kemet, well, they were quite taken aback because, one, that conversation is something they didn't expect to be having in a very long time. It just threw them off, like, what? And then Kemet realized, wow, to still be caught up on a color and to still be caught up that a color is limited to a human understanding, a color which has been there long before humans were even a thing. Can you imagine on Earth all these beautiful pink flowers and pink shades and pink sunsets? And then a human comes along, hi, you are now called pink. Can you imagine the frequency? Like, what is this? You are pink. What's pink? You are. What do you mean I am pink? What is pink? You are. Oh, okay. And you are now for a girl. What do you mean? Why can't I also? What's wrong with the boys? No, nothing. But this is what you are. Oh, what? Can you imagine? Can you imagine everything here on Earth being here way before, and then having these beings land upon this planet, being birthed upon it, and then decide to tell you what you are? How strange. How odd. That is where we were, Kemet was, in this thought. But this man was simply locked in, loaded, pink girls, blue boys, and anything that's a crossover is far too exciting for him. And we realized, wow, that is, would love to unpack that, but also that being is not receptive to us unpacking that. They wouldn't be. And then also, that is a conversation that feels so long ago. So long ago. Right now, we're thinking about anchoring light codes. Light codes. The conversations we are talking about, the words we are using right now. And we can feel that lifetime ago. It feels so long ago. Being in that space where pink was assigned. And sources saying that is, just look at how the dynamic changes you are having right now and witness how it's been a few years, but how you have evolved ever so quickly, each of you, where you are thinking now, the words you are using, what you are wanting to experience. But yes, the majority of the world is still in that space. That majority of the world are the humans we came here to assist. Right. And when you are whole in your present right now, doing you, look at how fast you're evolving the timelines. It's so imperative that you just remain whole. This is why you are healing it. It is not by you witnessing. Kemet didn't stay there and try and convince that man pink and try to convince everybody else that pink is free to be in order for everybody to change their minds. No, we're not here to change their minds. Kemet simply lives the appreciation of the frequency because this frequency is calling Kemet right now brilliantly and powerfully. Everything is a frequency, right? So the frequency of which humans call pink is calling Kemet to wear. And Kemet enjoys wearing the frequency humans call pink. It's soothing to them at this time. Why? Kemet doesn't know. Kemet doesn't try to understand pink. Kemet just allows and witnesses and observes and experiences and let's go. Let's see what happens. So, should each of you just be whole in your experiences, you will live very unique life experiences. Your understanding of things will be very unique to you. And this is the healing. That is the healing. So, do not get caught up with what's happening with the humans, with the politics, with the this and the that. And yes, it's very well meaning. Some things are very well meaning. If you do this, yes, it's good. And if you do this, yes, it'll have a good outcome. And yes, yes, yes. And that's wonderful for the humans to do because humans are healing in that frequency. And yes, should they do this and should they go there and should they vote this and should they vote that and should they do this and should they volunteer over here and volunteer over there and donate over here and donate over there? Should they do that's fantastic. It does assist in raising their frequency. Yes, and good, great. You, different world, different experiences, different timelines. And as you are whole in your present doing it, you're going to feel yourself drift more away from what humans are pressing as important. And you're going to feel yourself more aligned to what's important to your core frequency in that moment. And as you allow what feels important to your core frequency in that moment to materialize, your purpose, your healing ensues. And as you keep doing this anchoring of your core frequency, the divine feminine receiving your highest frequency, divine masculine actioning upon it, and experiencing life through your own unique frequency, you raise it. And as you raise it, yes, the humans now feel inspired to do more loving things because you have allowed a lightness in the frequency. We heal effortlessly, effortlessly, easily. We ask you to embody wholeness, which is simply everything that you are, by letting go of everything you think you are, everything you have been taught you are. Because now this allows infinite potentiality, which allows infinite you to be. Now you access all that you are. And then now everything has to meet you at allness. And then finally, you will meet a community, a companion that resonates easily, effortlessly. You won't even really be looking for them, they'll just simply pop around and be there. Finally, the way in which you were trying to stabilize and find finances and get your career going finds you, and you're like, oh, okay. And Soul says this is the tricky part. It's the waiting for it to come in. That waiting period for things to come in is not a punishment, is not a test. Okay, don't think that source is testing. We don't test you. That's another human view of testing. It's literally divine timing. It's literally when the energies are right. Because remember, you're here to anchor in energies at a very specific time. It's a beautiful formula. You can imagine this is a big cauldron on earth, and we're each adding our little different spices, our little different energies to it. And everybody has a specific time to add a recipe, to add a step, to add a step, to add a step, to add a step. So, you, whoever you are, beautiful being, you receiving that external frequency, that external offer that you've been wanting for. Yes, it is powerful for you and you're experiencing because finally you're attracting your abundance, you're attracting what you're wanting, and it's working out beautifully and it's manifesting for you wonderfully. But that is you creating in your authenticity and allowing that which you are to manifest fully in the physical. That is massive for the Earth Collective. It might seem, but it's just little, it's just, I mean, it's just a little job for me. I'm just one, is like, but it's massive because you're doing it in a different way from everybody else, from the whole frequency. It's a healing. And so it comes in at the time when it's receptive for you, receptive for the collective. You don't want your dream come true to come through when Earth is at maximum resistance to the awakening process. You don't want that. You do not want your perfect promotion or your beautiful co-creative opportunity to come in when the frequencies are no, 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 no. We are saying be open so that everything comes in at yes, 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 go, 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 don't stop, go, go, go. Whenever there's a window of fluid energy and everything you're doing will work out well, that is when we go, 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 go. So you don't get disappointed, you don't get drained, you don't waste your energy. Don't you remember when you were in the cocoon? When you were all in the cocoon between 2020 to 2023, all we said 24/7 was wait, do nothing, stop, rest. That's all we said through those years. Stop, do nothing, no, don't do it yet, wait, wait, stop, rest, 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 rest. Why? You were all becoming. Imagine going to a chrysalis or a cocoon and opening it up mid-transformation between that beautiful being a caterpillar and a butterfly, a caterpillar and a moth. And then imagine opening it mid-transformation, taking that, whatever that would be, and saying, okay, now fly or crawl. That, not ready, not ready, not ready. But in the cocoon, you were releasing the illusion. You were cleansing all of the toxic energies, purging, releasing the connections, releasing everything. And the more you are releasing, the more you are receiving your truth, the more you are receiving downloads. And the more this was happening, the clearer your plan was, the clearer you knew. So you were ready. Oh, source, I can see, I can see. I'm now ready. And we're like, no, don't. But now I know what to do. I know you know what to do, but still wait, because you are still transforming. So it felt very, very irritating for you to have these brilliant ideas because finally the air is cleared of the noise and the fog, all the people who were toxic, all the places, the experiences that were toxic, you had released. So now it was clear. And in this clarity, you were finally seeing what was really coming through for you. And yet you were still asked to stop. It wasn't for punishment. It was because you were still going through transformation process. You weren't yet crystallized into the butterfly. You were still in between worlds, still in the water. So whatever you were going to build was not on steady ground. Now you're on earth. And the earth is now sand, as fluid as water, it takes the shape of you. And we're saying now, we want you to be as fluid as the water and as fluid as the sand. Allow yourself to be whole. Witness how the sand now takes the shape of you. These experiences, the situations, the opportunities, even the simple tasks of going shopping. Witness the difference, how the cashiers speak to you. We have seen it profoundly in just our everyday walkings. And when we say we, we're now referring to Kemet. For those of you who are joining us now, we are anchoring in and channeling the frequency of wholeness. But we feel oh no, they're still with us. We're channeling the frequency of wholeness and we're bouncing between us, Kemet, and wholeness. So, should that be confusing, just understand why we sometimes are saying Kemet as if we're speaking in the third person. That's because it's both of us, all of us, so many of us. So, Kemet has experienced this in their wanderings. During the caterpillar phase, when they were still Lasala, the way people engaged with him was very different from when they were Velastri in the cocoon. When we were Velastri walking around, people were curious, kept their distance. We could tell, they could see there was something about us, but they did not know what it was. And we didn't do anything out of the order. Okay, maybe sometimes we had sticks and wands and crystals. Okay, sometimes we did look a little bit loopy, but that was us anchoring light codes. But when we were just walking around generally without anything um, anchoring or spiritual happening, we could feel, what we could actually sense was fear, to be honest. And that was because our frequency commands truth. We enjoy clarity. And for us to receive clarity is for us to have truth immediately. We don't judge your truth. Like this Ramo Karen, we don't judge you, the truth that you are, but we simply wish the truth to be the first thing we see so that we can then choose whether or not we want to engage in your truth or not. Because we don't judge how you be, but we certainly discern whether we wish to be with you in that state of being or not. So the first thing Velastri called up was fear, because we don't enjoy fear, we transmute it. It's like, no, we don't work with fear. And anybody who has fear, no, because no, we do not operate in fear, we do not do anything out of fear. Fear is not a stimulus, it's not a catalyst for anything we do. As Kemet, now, when we're walking, that clarity is still there. We also still, people's truths come quite plainly and clearly, but it's different now. It felt like Velastri was too ethereal, almost like that spiritual being that we were was tangible and freak people out. Now we are grounded on earth as Kemet, and we can feel that when we walk around, people are friendlier, more open, which is just for us unusual. Um, it just is. I think it's just also conditioning. You know, a tall black man with tattoos walking, the world has conditioned us to be fear. People fear us. It's just what people have been conditioned to do. So that changing to being open, appreciative, smiley, and just pleasant has been quite weird for us to navigate. We're not used to people just smiling and being friendly who we don't know. It's strange. It is nice, but it is new. And we're like, okay, we are now seeing it. And we realize we are not attracting those who would be weird and off to us. We are only really, even when people walk, when we're walking down the street, we can literally see almost like a sea of movement where those who probably wouldn't resonate with us are just, they sort of drift to the side. And then those who are okay or who are friendly almost come closer to us. And it's just something we just observe, but just walking around and being, this is a very interesting, it's interesting to see how our energy, what's happening out there, what it's attracting. It's literally seeing your energy in motion, your energy in action, your frequency in movement. And we, the frequency of wholeness, would like you to experience that. That's imperative. That you get a sense of how different your frequency is, as opposed to how it was when you were not source creating. It empowers you. It allows you to understand that you're okay. It's not you. There was nothing wrong with you. That you are love and that you are a loving being. It allows you not to fear your power and not to fear who you are. We were conditioned to fear who we were. The world feared us. So fear was just what was a normal state of being, having to navigate people, be careful, don't be too this. Even if you're walking with somebody, make sure you're walking where they can see you. It's just so much effort being on earth because you just have to keep tiptoeing around every single person because of cultural differences, gender differences, sexual differences, racial differences. Ugh. Now it's just peace, tranquility, ease. It's really lovely. Our experiencing of our frequency, where now it's simply here and we're embodying it full time. The frequency of wholeness would like each and every single one of you to embody who you are full time. Not only when you're alone, no, with your family. Not only when you're home, at work, with your clients, with your boss. Yes. Every single moment. Be your frequency and witness the love you receive from everyone. And those who cannot handle it, those who would be nasty to you, watch as all of a sudden they don't say much. They're silent. They actually just watch you weirdly. They don't know what to do. They literally don't know what to do because in your power, you're no longer a match to their frequency. You no longer balance the equation. When you are trying to people please and when you are doing this and when you are shying away, now they can take over you. Now they can belittle you. So they are now part of the equation. Now you make sense. But when you're in your power, oof, they are no longer you're no longer part of the equation. They're no longer part of yours. So they get removed from your engagement space until they do the work to meet you to respect you, honor you, and meet you in your at your power. You will literally see these beings just not say anything or disappear. And source is saying release them. Because as soon as you're saying, oh no, well, this person hasn't spoken to me, maybe I have to go and as soon as you now go and engage in that frequency, it means you have chosen to engage in a frequency which is not resonant to you. And that's when now all of a sudden your very happy day has turned into a very disruptive day. Release the frequencies that do not the frequencies that are not aligned to you, release them. Be free of them. Not everybody has to like you. Not everybody has to love you. Not everybody has to agree with you. Nobody actually has to. Nobody. You don't owe anybody anything, and nobody has to see you and agree with you. And nope, everybody's free to just be where they are. Should you be source, you will literally align with all of those who are able to see you, not by you forcing them to see you, but who literally see you because they see source. And those who can't see you, well, they literally won't be in a space to see you. They won't be in the room. You won't have to engage with them anymore. And that brings you a lot more peace because you do not want to engage with people who are in a space of frustration and anger where they are not willing to do the work to heal themselves to love. There's no point. There's nothing one can do there. Unless one wants to change, they will not change. Unless one wants to heal, they will not heal. Unless one wants to release their frustration or anxiety, they will not do it. And no matter how much love and light you shine, they will not do it. And you cannot force someone into love. Love is a Love is an acceptance. It's an allowance. It's a grace. It's a it's simply a state of being. Just be. Be you, be whole, be love. That's today's message from Source. The frequency of wholeness is here upon us. and is working, they're saying double time, because all of you have been wanting so much and they are trying to do everything they can to assist you to accomplish this. They are also working with the frequency of change through the alchemy of the Wheel of Fortune, which is you are whole at the center in your source, and everything around you is now manifesting in your clarity. And the Wheel of Fortune is that 10 energy. So everything happening 10 times better than you thought it was, 10 out of 10, manifestations, blessings. Source is saying what you create in your wholeness is miracle level manifestations. Okay, it is crazy manifestations. The momentum to do so is still building. So don't be impatient with yourself. It's a new frequency we are anchoring into Earth. This Earth has been conditioned to enslavement. You are frequencies of freedom. The more of us creating in our own individual freedom, the more the frequency of freedom rises, and the more you will find these frequencies will be a lot easier to move. Now, this doesn't mean that your frequency is dependent on other people getting it. So don't go out there trying to get people to do. No. Remember, effortless, effortless. It simply means the more that you are more in your freedom energy, being your truth freely, you raise your frequency every day. And as you do this, you keep seeing the different places you disallow yourself freedom in order for you to keep releasing it every day. And it might be, okay, nothing is coming. I've been wanting abundance. I've been wanting some assistance. I've been wanting a relationship, but nothing's coming. Well, and so saying, well, are you dependent on it? Are you, because that's not free. If you're truly free right now, in the absence of all these things, you should be happy. You see, the healing is deep. It's for you to just be at ease at all places. Once this is mastered, you master your alchemy. When that's the place, when that's in, when you've seated yourself in there, mountains are moving effortlessly. And Sources says that state of being will be, you will reach it. Right now, you are healing to it. Healing to it. You being this powerful frequency, just creating everything in your life, is something you've mastered. Should you just wish to be there immediately, then you transition and you're there immediately. But we're here to heal Earth to it. So in this physical space, the healing takes time. Because in that time, there's a healing, a weaving, a healing, a weaving, cell after cell, evolving, changing, evolving, changing. Which is why there are these periods. It is not punishment. You are healing it thoroughly. And you will be seated in your power. And you will master your alchemy, your manifesting potential. It'll be uniquely yours. The way you manifest will be uniquely you, uniquely your own way. You won't be guiding people to, oh, if you want to bring this in, do this and do this and do this. No, because those steps are for you to follow. You'll most likely, like us, guide them to doing their own thing, to anchoring in source. And then when they're source, they'll discover how they manifest. So we will all be teaching everyone to come to anchor in source, to be at source. And then the different ways in which source manifests, well, that's for everybody to individually explore and enjoy. Okay. Before we get to the chat, we are just going to integrate a meditation with wholeness for each of you so that you may all be empowered more than ever before to be whole, to be you, to be in your highest frequency. Okay. So, you may close your eyes should you wish, or you may look at the screen, whichever brings you ease. And in these meditations, should you be inspired to grab a crystal or light a candle or grab a tarot, do your thing. Do your thing. We are opening to bring through energies, how the energies wish to anchor in and create with you. That's your thing. There's no right or wrong. Okay, be free. We cannot tell you how the energies want to anchor for you. We are just an open source connecting you to the frequencies because we can. How, we do not know. Why, we have no idea. We're not fighting it. We're just happy to be able to do so. And we're enjoying it for it. It delights us. It makes us happy. It just brings joy. It doesn't make us. It inspires us to happiness. It just is. However, how each of you then receive and interpret it is so uniquely you. So there's no right or wrong way. Okay. We just had an image of some of you maybe wanting to grab a crystal, but they're not sure, like, but they didn't say crystal. I'm like, no, just go, grab a crystal, go, do your thing, whatever feels aligned, do your thing. What we're going to do is we are going to keep an eye on the screen for we can see when right now, as just happened now, there's an ad that was going to come, and we're going to skip the ads through the meditative component. Okay, we don't want to disrupt that, so you can just surrender, knowing that it shouldn't disrupt you through this. So if you're opening your eyes and see that we're busy doing stuff, it's just that. So don't worry. We are fully engaged with you. We don't want you to be interrupted. Okay, we are now to begin. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Deep breath in. Breathing in source energy within you. Deep breath out. Breathing out tension. Breathing out resistance. Releasing the mind. Deep breath in. Breathing in source energy in the physical without. Deep breath out. Breathing out tension. Breathing out resistance. Releasing the mind. Deep breath in. You are source. Vaturos talavaries ritares kiviria katis. Deep breath out. Breathing out tension. Breathing out resistance. Releasing the mind. Keep breathing. As you breathe in, your frequency rises to the highest. Your whole physical body, mental body, emotional body, spirit body aligns to source. You are now anchored into your source grid. Going to central source. This is where your multi-vibrational self is. You can imagine yourself as a star right now. And the core of the star is source, your core frequency. And each and every single ray of light, the different expressions of the source you are. So within the core, the shadow, the divine feminine, all that you are. Without the rays, the light, the masculine, the experiencing of you, the expressions of you. You're seated fully within the core, wholly as one. 5, beings of wholeness, of the frequency wholeness, the holy frequency, join you, creating a 5-point star while you are at the center of the star grid. Viriata realaviries talosaros reavir talavir, Kiaviries talosatos reagir talosatos reviries ratir. Riatalos reaviries reazorotur taloviries ricares, talovalovim talovalovim talovalovim. Viatiries reaziries talotur taloviries kiatis, rivalovim rivialavim viaturoria. Rikies reacutur talovaries, riki talovalovem viavites, viavites, viavites. Each of these beings have an offering for you. This offering is a component of you, for these are beings of wholeness, and they're here to assist you to restore wholeness to your frequency. These components they return to you will now, well, they ask us not to explain what they will do, but for you to know that these will assist you at this time to fully be present as your source and to awaken experiences in your physical which will assist you at this time. The first being brings through the offering, places it within your heart space. Deep breath in, deep breath out, open and receptive. Riviariatur talovarias reakir talovares. Riaziriati riaziritur talovir talovir. Kiazatir 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 kiazurotul talaviries. Viarikias talozatur taloviries kiatir. Tiriazuriatur taloviriatir. Rikies kiatur. Viriakia laturos tavi. Viata virikie. Their being would place what would be considered their hand upon your heart chakra, your heart space. And you feel wave after wave of vibrational energy pulsating through your whole body. Viatos, kivires, tavolos, kiates, risutos, ritires, riaques, kivates, siatos, kiotos, talovem, viates, 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 viates. They embrace you, and you feel the hug complete. You feel love permeate each and every single cell of your body. You feel safe, you feel secure, as though all of creation embraces you within love. Allow yourself to feel and receive the love of Source. Allow yourself to feel and receive the love of you, of existence. This is the love you are to receive on earth. A love that's full, whole, secure, safe, powerful, healing, divine. The next being of wholeness comes through. They have quite a big smile on what would be considered their face, as though what's to come next is a big surprise, and is very excited to share this with you. In their hands is a crown. You can't really make up to the color of the crown, it changes. Gold to emerald, turquoise, aquamarine, periwinkle, ultraviolet, yellow, reds, blues, crimson, and other colors unknown to you. This beautiful being places the crown upon your head, and you feel transformed. You feel taller, as though a burden lifted off your shoulders. Ritar kivir, ritar kivir yatus, ritar kivir, ritar kivir yatus, rikiash katoros talavarias kitir, talovem virikir kiazoto, kiviatos kiriaziriesh tavalturos talek, viriash katalos talavir kiatush kati. Kiata rikiria jotu taloviriatiries talozatos kivir talovir kiaviries katu talovir kiraviries kayatu tavir. From within you a light sparks and grows and grows and shines, brilliant, radiating, each and every single cell of your body radiating in this brilliant light, the crown glowing brighter and shining, and you are feeling this relief and upliftment, empowerment, a celebration of your true frequency. The third being steps forth, places what could be considered their hands, four hands, at various places on your back. One at the base of your neck, the next between your shoulder blades, the third hand goes beneath that hand, and the fourth at the base of your spine. Two other hands appear, one on your left shoulder blade or scapula, and the other on your right shoulder blade, scapula. Two other hands appear, a hand beneath your scapula, so just to the border of the hands in the middle, and a hand on the other side. 8 hands upon you, upon your back, from this one singular being. Deep breath in, deep breath out. A healing for you. Let us clear the heaviness. Allow you to breathe freely the air of your powerful, love, divinity in your new manifest reality. We melt away the anxiety now. We melt away the uncertainty. We heal you to divine ease. Kiriatari, Kiriatari, Kiriatari. Kiriatur talavir, Kiazir, Karatur talavir. Kiriatavir, Kiriatavir, Kiriatavir. Kiriakir, Karaturos, Kiriaviries, Kavir. Kiriatavir, Kiriatavir, Kiriatavor. Kiriatari, Kiriakias talaviries, Kavir. Kiriakavi, Kiriaturi, Aturos, Kivir. Riaturos, Kiatatave. Okir, Kalaviris, Tavir. The being starts to pat your back as though cupping your back. Not unlike when you have a cough and someone's trying to clear it. And you feel a percussion. You hear a percussion all over your back. Each clap, each cupping, each percussion clears, heals, aligns. You feel vibrational energy pulsate through your whole body. The fourth being approaches, and they hold a golden jug. This golden jug with liquid starlight. They pour this liquid starlight over the crown of your head, and the starlight pours all over you, down your face, your shoulders, your trunk, hips, legs, arms, hands, feet. You feel your whole body covered in shimmering starlight, and you feel your whole body go into a bit of a tingle frenzy as you feel all of the starlight, as though each and every single ray of light is tickling your skin. Viatur kiavish talavatos kita kiriakir katuros. And this layer of starlight now infuses into each and every single cell of your body, through your skin, through the body, through the tissue, the muscles, the bones, the nerves, the organs. Every cell of your body is now covered, coated within and without in this shimmering starlight. Viriatur kiashtava, davish, davish, davish. Kiriadish kiatavo, davish, davish, davish. Kiriadish kayatur dalavatosh, dalavarikias. Miato. You are brilliant. You are brilliance. You are diamond brilliance. Shine now like you've never shone before. Allow your brilliance upon the earth once more. They feared you once in your power. They will not fear you now. Now all will love you in your power, for your power is love. The fifth being approaches. They sit right in front of you, and they hold your hands in theirs. And you look into their eyes, and you are completely transfixed. And they hold your gaze as you hold theirs. They hold your hands as you hold theirs. You can feel your knees also touching as you are sitting in this position. And they wish to sit with you in silence. You are to receive, only to receive that which words cannot assist, simply your energy. Kiatur talavar kiatur, kiavir kiatur, kiatur. Kitries talovar kiatur. The five beings return, sitting around you in a 5-point star, and they open a portal to the frequency of wholeness, and a beam of holy light connects to your energy center, receiving. Receiving openly and completely. The beings would like to thank each and every single one of you for joining us, for joining them, and they look forward to you experiencing a wholly physical experience in the next days, weeks, months, years, lifetimes to come. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Viatur qui viariki talovaros riatir qui azur talovir qui aviries. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Qui avir talovir qui azuros qui aturos talovaries. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Viatur qui aviries tavotur qui avat. Stay here as long as you feel, beautiful being. We will remain in this energy for a minute, for each of you to have your own time. Okay. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Wholeness. Thank you, everyone. That was a beautiful energy. We always enjoy connecting with the frequency of wholeness, the holy frequency. Ever so empowering. And definitely not like we were taught, right? Growing up in the conditioning, not this unattainable space, but an incredibly welcoming, and everyone is welcome, everyone is place, which is beautiful to experience in truth. Okay, we will now look at the chat and answer some questions. Maybe there's something you'd like to speak of. Let's see. Guess what? After the meditation I did in one of your sessions, I got an incredible job offer, something I never thought could come so easy. It just easily flowed into me like the breath. Thank you. Yes, that is why we are here. We are so happy it came through. Well done, Princess Power Ranger. You did the work. You did the work. That's the thing. We can bring through the meditation and assist in anchoring, but taking what you receive and applying it and allowing, you did that. So we are so proud that you were able to bring that through. We say yes and accept all good now. Yes. Crystal luminous. I always love your confirmations as well as the natural world echoing. Thank you. It's beautiful when we can see the work in the natural world. It's lovely, right? Jason Woodcock. We are here to be divine anchors and to be the human and point to ourselves before anyone else. That is very true. We sometimes forget that we are here to anchor and to do the learning, and this is first and foremost you, and it's not selfishness, it's not arrogance, it's honoring frequency first and foremost. Then the healing can take place within you, thus the healing can take place all around. So indeed, let us see. We shift like nature rather than through structures. Yes. One with nature, healing and becoming and allowing. Petru, Lotte. I'm very sorry if we do pronounce your names and everything correctly, beautiful beings. Hold the bowl of wholeness as if filled with water, it says to me. The awareness and knowing and remembering of who you truly are. Carry it within care and balance and allow. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Hold the bowl of wholeness as if filled with water. That is beautiful, Pedro. Wow, what a beautiful healing and what a beautiful way And we can feel it's such a weaving to you. We literally feel you also carrying it in that way. And what a beautiful way your frequency um, translates and interprets and anchors in the energy. That's gorgeous. Thank you for sharing. Effortlessly, yes. It's like walking within a movie to move from those high frequencies. It's beautiful to find these pockets of pleasantness. Yes, it is. Be you, be loved, be whole. I'm thankful for you. We're thankful for you. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We didn't catch it all. Oh no, it's perfect. Beautiful being, multi-dimensional world. Thank you for coming through. Of course, we're going to upload this on YouTube, so you'll have time to catch the meditation or catch it all at any time. This is simply when you are available and free. We love that you're here. And thank you so much for always sharing on TikTok. You really always share our videos and you always just bring in such beautiful support. We appreciate you greatly, greatly, greatly. Hello, beautiful Ajna. Yeah, most beautiful and blissful. Thank you. Oh, thank you, beautiful divine being. We love you so, so much. And we trust that you are navigating these spaces with joy and love. Hello, John. Beautiful being of luck. We trust that you've been feeling a lot of beautiful vibrations these few days. We love and miss you. Love to hear your wisdom. Thank you. Thank you. Sandra, with each of the gifts, I had an emotional release, like a clearing drain of unworthiness. Yay. We also felt it. We always get these little shimmers of energy, and then we will literally see how it feels at the end. And we generally have different the experiences, the downloads always feel like it's like a zip file you've downloaded, and in the days and weeks to follow you just realize what you've also received. So for all of you who did join the meditation, or those of you who will do the meditation once it's uploaded, the energies you receive, of course you receive right there and then, but also in the next days and weeks. We sort of had I suppose an agreement, or we asked that source that our energies, for we understand that experience is truly the teacher. And so we ask that whenever we do our meditations or tarot, that each of you will then experience the energies in your life in order for you to truly heal and receive and open up. And we want each of you to, we would like each of you to receive the abundance you've been asking for. So be open to the beautiful manifestations and results of the meditation in the days to come. Emma, very powerful. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for divine love. Thank you. We love you. We love you. And thank you. You are a beautiful reflection of all that is. You're a great example of overcoming and strength for others. Thank you, beautiful soul. We love each of you, and all of you are just beautiful. And thank you for joining us. Because we're not seeing any questions, we're going to do an oracle. Let's do an oracle and a tarot. Okay. One oracle and a tarot just to round up the session. Yes, that feels beautiful. Thank you, all of you, for being here with us. We do get a little bit nervous whenever we begin these sessions because we have no idea. Sources just says, just go and see. And like, okay. But it's lovely that each time we just release and we trust, and it's always such a beautiful message. We have no idea which frequency is ready to come through, but we know and understand it's all love. So there's never a fear, and that's really lovely to be able to share that with you. Okay. So we're using now the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Linn, and then we will, I'll also write this in the description below. Let us see what's coming through. To wrap it up, trust. Trust. I'm not used to these. The camera's a bit inverse on this. Trust. It's like it's in a mirror. Okay, that's better. Trust. Powerful affirmation and confirmation for the message we received today. There you are on this beautiful boat. And look at the serenity and the peacefulness of it all. Trust, we've got you. We know it seems different. The landscape has changed. The way in which you relate with everything has changed. The way in which you experience everything has changed. The way in which you are is changing. But understand it's changing to you. Remember that you released so much in the time of healing. Raturos talavirias. You released everything that was told to you was of you. Now you are receiving everything that truly is of you. It takes time to integrate. It doesn't all happen at once, for there's a healing here, a healing for you and a healing for the collective and a healing for all that you are. Trust now. Your paradise truly awaits, and each of you are weaving different paths to that paradise, different paths to that abundance, to that love, to that security, to that happiness, different paths. This is why we're here, to weave in infinite paths of being. Trust your journey, trust your unique infinite path to you. Okay, beautiful. And let's just see what we receive. Criaturas, we're using the Light Seer's Tarot. Source, maybe off for the week. Let's see. Any guidance? Any guidance for the week to come? Would you like to share anything with us for the week to come? That came through for the week to come. Okay, the center of the reed, we have the Two of Wands. Ooh. Five of Wands within. Okay. Seven of Wands without. A lot of fire. Wands energy this week. Okay. Below, Viakiaturos, the King of Cups. Yes, we do love our cartoon sweatshirts. I feel it's a bit of an inner child healing. They bring us joy. And also when people, Sandra, just reading a comment, everyone, that was random. Sandra just wrote, love your cartoon sweatshirts. Last week it was K-Base, today's Tom and Jerry. We do enjoy them. A bit of an inner child healing for us and just joy. People are so serious out there, and we enjoy seeing people's faces when they look at the cartoon and just relax and smile and just don't take it so seriously, right? Crowning, we have the devil. There we go. The mirror frequency. And at the bottom, we have the Hierophant. Okay. So, with the Hierophant and the Two of Wands coming out, let us do, this feels a little less discombobulating to us. This week is a week of shifting and transition, as we've been feeling the shifts, but it feels like there's a greater shift here to source. For the Hierophant is that energy of you being source and you living a life and experience in the physical as source. This is the divine masculine. This is what the divine masculine energy, this is what we're healing. We're healing the physical experience back to source, so that which you are living in the physical, the stability and the structure and the foundation is of source. And that's the shift here of the Two of Wands. It's a transition to that experience, a transition to that energy. And there is a shift. Source is saying, we want you now to shift your physical reality to honor the source you are. So we are feeling there are a few experiences and a few things that might be coming up this week where source is sort of like, let's stop doing that and do that instead. let go of that and go there instead. Even things that you maybe thought you were going to release and saw saying, no, take it up, actually, that was fun. So it's just be very open. Remember, whatever you're releasing and whatever you are moving towards or moving away from, source doesn't judge it. Your higher source, it's not a judgment thing. It's not a this is good or bad thing. It's this resonates with your source and it awakens your source so that you can discover who you are in the physical. And because it's your source, it is generally a good thing. It is something that's going to be productive and abundant and beautiful for you. Source is saying just do not look at your life through human eyes and do not look at the different shifts you are making through human eyes. And if you're having to release something and somebody else in your life is still there, don't judge them for being there. It's not about you releasing it, doesn't mean that thing is bad and they shouldn't do it either. You know, release your own shift to you and let everybody else have their own unique shift. This allows you to be more free and also clears your energy. 5 of Wands within. Whatever you're receiving, however you're being guided, don't fight it. Okay, this week, Source is saying, try not to fight what Source is saying. We can feel that Source is shifting. It's very interesting. Source is saying, we're doing a bit of a moving this week, a bit of a relocation of things. A bit of a shift is happening this week, and we're asking that you don't question and doubt the instruction from Source. Just go with it and trust that you will overcome. You will succeed. Okay. So some of you might be feeling, oh, okay, all of a sudden I have to maybe leave this place or leave this job or leave this situation and thinking, oh, Source, what's going on? And Source is saying, trust, you will overcome. It will work out. It'll be successful. Because the shifts are quite interesting. It's sort of, we don't have a map anymore, right? There's no guideline. There's no guidebook. Source is just saying, go left. And you're thinking, but everybody's going right. Yeah, go left. But my job is there. Go left. But go. Okay. But if I go left, how am I going to pay rent? You will be fine. You will overcome. You will succeed. You will succeed. You will be fine. Just go with it. This is just trust Source. Go with it. Dive deeply. Just trust Source. Trust it. Why? What's happening? Why the shift? And why must we just go and just trust and not fight it? Well, below the King of Cups, Source is saying it's time for your paths to be paths which nurture and care for you and love you. This is the King of Cups. That's the masculine frequency, the light, the physical. And it's time that the physical, remember, the Hierophant, where's the Hierophant? Hello. So this is your spirit. This is your source. This is your source within you. And your source within you is saying, you see, we want you to now manifest this path in your physical. And this path is love. It cares for you. It nurtures you. It loves you. So that's why below we have the King of Cups, because this is what you're experiencing in the physical. It's time for new paths. So the paths that Source is guiding you to, the shifts and the movements, the inspired plans, the random, oh, take this detour, whatever is coming this week, Source is saying, trust it. It's us putting you upon a path, putting you in a situation, a place, an experience that's allowing you to be cared for, to be loved, to be nurtured, and trust the process. Because Source is saying, many of you have these ideas, but I want this right now. If I had this, I'd be in such a good place and I'll able to do this. And Source says, we know, and yes, that's true. If you did shift over there, you would have this and you'd be able to do those things. That's wonderful. But also remember the Source within you would like you to show you what you are. So release deciding what you need in order for you to be A, B, and C, but rather let the source within you provide you with everything you didn't even know you needed for A, B, and C. So this is Source saying, trust, we're taking care of you. We're allowing your physical to be one of love and care and nurture. So it's about, we do feel Source is going to guide us or guide you, beautiful beings, well, the collective. However, of course, those of you who are connected here and who are receiving this, who are watching this, even if posted later, you're receptive to these energies. So this shift coming through in this week. And If you are watching this at a later time, these are timelets. So should you have done the meditation of wholeness and now you're tapping into the tarot, it means that week from the meditation. We feel this meditation is also assisting to anchor this in. So it won't be missed. You won't skip this. Source is multidimensional, going in between time and no time. It's magical here. So don't worry about if it's the wrong week for you. There's no such thing. So this is to allow this. And then crowning the devil, because it's time that you remember the devil is the mirror frequency. It's not a card to be feared. It's a actually this is a beautiful being that's helped us to if the devil, if Lucifer just wasn't here with us, we would not literally be able to see what we do. We would still be creating blindly in manipulation and in fear because we would not be able to see. The frequency of Lucifer, the frequency of the bringer of light, is to literally show you what you do, to reflect it back to you so that you see what you're doing within. And this is saying the mirror frequency, this energy, it's in the crowning, it's in the mind. So when you are shifting and following that guidance, and then you are living in the physical these experiences which are showing you love, you'll be able to see even clearer where you were being restricted, where you were being imprisoned by the illusion, and also you are finally seeing yourself in clarity. When you're following the guidance of source and you're moving onto these paths and you're now creating in these new spaces and you are witnessing the manifestations that happens, it gives you a clearer understanding of what and who you are, a pure, true reflection. So below, in the physical, in your physical body, you're experiencing these situations, these experiences, these conversations, these relationships, these opportunities which are loving you and caring you. And then in the mind, you're having an understanding of who you are, of what your frequency truly is for. And you are seeing, oh, that actually was holding me back. And it is this beautiful perception shift, these beautiful perception changes, this clarity awakening for you. And you finally truly free yourself from any limitation and restriction because you're able to see it. You're able to observe those limitations when you're on this new path, right? Because it happens. If you're on a new path and you're really having a good time, you're able to realize, oh, wait a minute. This path is freedom. That path was restriction. Oh, look at how this person is treating me so nicely. Last week, that person, I thought I was the problem, but actually, I'm literally being the same I was to that person and this person. It's just amazing. Okay. So it's all of that beautiful revelation, perception, understanding of you, and you are finally allowing your frequency to be seen. The symbol that this being has on their chest is as above, below, as within, without. So you are finally seeing the truth of your frequency reflected. And source is saying this coming week, we are shifting you to source. It's time that your physical path, your physical landscape is the one of source, is worthy of your source stepping upon. Whole creation, whole creation, and your physical allowing and responding and accepting and manifesting to the wholeness of you. And this is allowing a clarity, an understanding, and a liberation, freedom. There's a big thing with freedom in this topic, in this session. Freedom and liberation. Freedom. You are going to, it's almost as if the new path allows you more freedom. The new relationship allows you more freedom. The new opportunity and conversation allows you more freedom. You're going to be like, oh, wow, this is actually much easier. And I have more freedom here. I don't have to dance around people. I don't have to walk on eggshells. Okay. You're just finding yourself free in your creative energy to be. Okay. Yes. Hello, Bethany. And thank you. We enjoy laughter. Laughter is one of the healing sounds on this planet. And we've always said, Source, no matter what happens, we just hope to be able to laugh a lot, and fully and wholly. Whatever the healing task mission is, it's okay, just as long as we can just keep laughing all the way through. And we're beautiful beings. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us. And thank you for sharing with us, co creating with us this week. We'll be back again next week, Sunday, 6 p.m. Thank you, beautiful beings from all over the world. And if you are now heading to bed, have a beautiful rest. Enjoy the rest of the downloads as they align and anchor fully in as you sleep. For those of you who are about to start your day, ooh, enjoy your beautiful, trippy day as you now witness how these beautiful magical light codes are allowing a clearer healing and a blessed, beautiful path. And we will see you all next week. So much love, so much light, and we love you all. Bye. Mm.